Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary Channel. I'm Sammy, your host. Today we're diving into Primal Leadership, Unleashing the Power of Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, Richard Boyatzis, and Annie McKee, first published in 2002. This influential book explores how emotional intelligence is central to effective leadership and how it can be cultivated to inspire, motivate, and drive performance in organizations. Let's explore the key ideas and strategies so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. Primal leadership begins with the premise that the most effective leaders are those who are emotionally intelligent, leaders who can understand and manage their own emotions while also being attuned to the emotions of others. Daniel Goleman, one of the pioneers of emotional intelligence, along with his co-authors, argues that the emotional climate a leader creates can significantly impact the performance and well-being of their team or organization. At its core, the book presents the idea that leadership is fundamentally an emotional process. Goleman and his co-authors explain that a leader's mood and behaviors have a powerful influence on those around them, often more so than their strategic or technical skills. This influence, which they call primal, is the foundation of effective leadership. Leaders who can connect with their team on an emotional level are better able to inspire loyalty, commitment, and high performance. One of the most important aspects of the book is its emphasis on resonant leadership. Resonant leaders are those who create positive emotional climates that resonate with their team members. They are emotionally intelligent, which means they are self-aware, able to manage their own emotions, and skilled at understanding and influencing the emotions of others. This ability to connect emotionally with others creates a harmonious work environment where people feel valued, motivated, and aligned with the organization's goals. The book delves into the components of emotional intelligence that are essential for resonant leadership. First, there is self-awareness, the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions, strengths, weaknesses, and values. This self-awareness is crucial for being authentic and transparent with your team, which builds trust and credibility. Leaders who are self-aware are also better able to regulate their emotions and remain calm under pressure, which is essential for making thoughtful and effective decisions. Next, the book discusses self-management, which is the ability to control and adapt your emotions, impulses, and behaviors in various situations. Leaders who excel in self-management are able to maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of challenges. Their resilience and adaptability enable them to stay focused on their goals and lead by example, which inspires their team to do the same. Social awareness is another key component of emotional intelligence. This involves being attuned to the emotional currents within a team or organization and understanding the needs and concerns of others. Leaders with strong social awareness can build trust and rapport with their teams, making them more effective at managing relationships and resolving conflicts. This deep understanding of others' emotions allows resonant leaders to respond with empathy and support, which strengthens their team's cohesion and morale. Finally, the book addresses relationship management, which is the ability to build and maintain healthy, productive relationships. This involves clear communication, effective conflict resolution, and the ability to inspire and influence others. Leaders who are skilled in relationship management can create a sense of connection and collaboration within their teams, leading to higher levels of engagement and performance. They understand that leadership is not just about giving orders, but about fostering an environment where people can work together toward common goals. The book also introduces the idea that effective leadership requires the ability to adapt one's style to different situations. Goleman and his co-authors describe several leadership styles that are rooted in emotional intelligence, each with its strengths and appropriate contexts. For instance, the visionary style is about inspiring others with a clear, compelling vision of the future, creating a shared sense of purpose and direction. The coaching style focuses on developing team members by helping them identify their strengths, set goals, and develop their skills, fostering long-term growth and personal development. Another style discussed in the book is the affiliative style, which is centered on building strong emotional bonds and creating harmony within the team. Leaders who use this style prioritize relationships and seek to create a positive, supportive work environment. The democratic style encourages participation and collaboration, seeking input and feedback from team members to build consensus and foster a sense of ownership and accountability. In contrast, the pace-setting style sets high standards for performance and leads by example. While this style can drive results, it can also be demanding and may lead to burnout if not balanced with support and encouragement. Lastly, the commanding style takes a directive, authoritative approach, making decisions quickly and expecting compliance. While useful in crisis situations or when immediate action is needed, it can be demoralizing if overused. Goleman and his co-authors emphasize that the best leaders are those who can flexibly switch between these styles depending on the needs of their team and the situation. Emotional intelligence allows leaders to assess the emotional climate and choose the most appropriate leadership style to achieve the desired outcome. Primal Leadership also discusses the importance of developing emotional intelligence over time. The authors argue that emotional intelligence is not a fixed trait, but a set of skills that can be cultivated through self-reflection, feedback, and practice. They provide practical strategies for leaders to enhance their emotional intelligence, such as mindfulness practices, journaling, and seeking feedback from others. By continuously developing these skills, leaders can become more effective and resonant, creating a positive impact on their teams and organizations. In summary, Primal Leadership, Unleashing the Power of Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goleman, Richard Boyatzis, and Annie McKee is a compelling guide to leading with emotional intelligence. By understanding and managing emotions, both your own and those of others, you can create a resonant leadership style that inspires, motivates, and drives high performance in your team or organization. The book's insights and practical advice offer valuable tools for any leader looking to cultivate emotional intelligence and lead more effectively. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary channel. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.